Hey there, Vasily from Converge.io here. Today we're going to go over the AI library, what it is, and how you can leverage it to be more productive in your Converge environment. The AI library is available to all Converge.io users and customers, and it comes with a lot of pre-built templates that allow you to have a foundational springboard, if you will, as you're creating flows inside of your project. We ship a lot of pre-built and ready-to-use AI library components that you can leverage from day one, but you can also create your own custom AI library components, as you'll see here in a second. In the AI library, as you grow the number of algorithms that you can add to your pipelines, you can search through the AI library here, as well as create favorites so that you can find them easily using the sidebar. If we jump over to our demo project that we've been working on, we can actually navigate to flows, create our first flow, and we'll get a blank canvas. Now, inside of the flow, you have a lot of options. Obviously, you can name your flow anything you want. You can save versions of your flow as you work on them and see the versions in the drop-down. You can set up schedules and continuous learning, as well as view the YAML that's being dynamically created as we work on this flow. Now, the flow is actually interactive and works like a DAG. So you can actually, from the drop-down, select a specific data set that you might be working with if you want to add a data task. The same applies for custom tasks, and as you see when I scroll down here, all of these are the same as what we saw in the AI library. So here you can choose from the AI library tasks, and they'll automatically be added to the canvas for you. This is really how they map one-to-one to the usability inside of Converge. So if I wanted to say do an inception or a MobileNet model on top of this MNIST data, I could simply add the MobileNet task, and you'll see that it gets dynamically created for me here. And then I could simply provide additional parameters. I can set conditions or enable human validation, as well as look at advanced customization, like what compute this runs on, which commit version I should be using, and also the image that I want spun up. Now, this is great if you want to use a component that's already in the AI library, but you can also specify a custom task and then just specify a command and a script that you've created inside of your project. Once you do that, you'll actually get your own custom view, and you can actually then give that a title. Add additional conditions, advanced settings, and even view the YAML. If you save those changes, you'll see it drop onto the canvas, and you can connect it to your upstream data node. Continuing forward, you can also select to add a new endpoint, and what this will do is take the output of anything that ran before. So in that model, if you're saving that model out, you'll actually take that model and then use it in its commit along with a, say, predict file that you've created in this project and a function inside of that script that will actually take as an input a word or an image file, and as an output you'll actually get the scoring or the results of that prediction. If you're going to be using a file as an input, you can simply toggle this, and that'll allow you to send an entire document or an image in for scoring to this web service endpoint. You have options to deploy a stream or a batch as well, but we simply give that a title, hit save, and now we have a deployment task which is capable of taking our trained model and deploying it to an endpoint. Now, this is how you leverage flows in the AI library to create pipelines and be able to actually get a lot more done in a lot less time using Converge. I hope you found this useful. Check out our other videos if you want to learn more.